Come in.
Hi, Colin.
Hi.
I'm Danielle. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm a sales rep here with Purina Foods, and here's my business card in case you have any questions following this meeting. And I just wanted to say that as someone who's rescued a dog from a shelter before, I just wanted to say that I really respect and appreciate what you guys do for these animals, giving them a second home and a second chance at life.
Thank you.
And so, just to start off, we have about 10 to 15 minutes today.
Yes,
And we're here to discuss the possibility of you and your shelter switching to our dog foods.
that's correct.
Perfect. So before I dive into my whole spiel, I just wanted to ask a few quick questions. So what dog food are you or were you currently using?
We're currently using pedigree.
I see. And are you satisfied with the current dog food variety and health benefits that Pedigree's been able to offer you guys?
I'm satisfied with the cost of pedigree. Health wise, it seems like some of the dogs are uninterested by it. They don't want to touch it. I don't know whether if it's actual dietary problems within the dog or the food. But yeah, we need the dogs to be healthy if we want them to be adopted from the shelter.
So would you say that it's not necessarily the dog food causing dietary issues, just like it's just not very appealing to them?
Maybe it's just not healthy for them. Yeah, it's just probably not healthy for them not eating. You know, they don't want to eat their food, so might be depressed too a little bit.
Yeah. So how often would you say you feed your dogs?
2 to 3 times a day.
And then how many dogs could you guys care for at one time?
We can hold a maximum of 50 dogs.
Wow, that is a lot of dogs.
I know.
And then because you guys do rescue dogs, like as they are, even if they're in the worst conditions, how often do you find the need to have to buy like specialty dog foods for, like, you know, dogs that don't necessarily have any teeth, or really old, really sick?
Definitely, say domestic abuse cases or dogs will they might have missing teeth. They'll be scrawny. They'll need help more than other dogs. We'll try and accommodate them to their needs as much as possible. But it's not as common as you think, but it still happens.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we as Purina are able to offer you guys is the Purina One Smart Blend dog food. This is one of our highest quality dog foods. It's made with all natural ingredients. Every single bag of dog food or canned dog food, because we do offer wet and dry dog food, has real meat, poultry or fish in it, real whole grains, vitamins and minerals, all natural ingredients that you can pronounce on the label. So there's no fillers, no additives, nothing that'll make your dog feel sluggish, gross, weighed down, which is obviously important because you want your dogs feeling their best when they're trying to find that forever family. Also, the Purina One Smart Blend dog food is available in like 3 different lifestyle stages. So you have special dog food for puppies, adults, and senior dogs. Like I said earlier, it's available in wet and dry dog food. And on top of that, we do have 4 special categories for dogs who are trying to maintain weight, might have sensitive stomachs, and then large and small dog breed food.
How long have these dog foods been on the market?
This dog food has been on the market for about 15 years. Purina itself has been in business since 1986, and we've always prided ourselves on being the dog food brand that only uses natural ingredients. We were the first dog food brand in stores, and we've only ever used natural ingredients, but this specific line has been around for about 10 years.
Would you say that your other customers enjoy your product?
I would definitely say people, as long as they find the correct formulation for their dogs, dogs are always very excited to eat it. There's never been an instance of what your experience with pedigree where dogs just really don't want to eat unless they're actually like physically sick and need to go see the vet. As long as they're eating the correct formulation and they are able to find a flavor that their dogs really enjoy, because we do have 15 different flavors for the dry dog food and 14 different flavors for the wet dog food. As long as you find that, the dogs seem to love it.
It sounds like your dog food could have a shorter lifespan, given that it has real turkey, salmon, etc. in it. Is that true?
Actually, while that would seem like our natural ingredients would cause the food to expire quicker, as long as you store the dog food well. So if it's dry dog food, storing it sealed, contained, and put out of reach of like rodents, the dry dog food will last up to a year, and the canned wet food can last up to 2 years. Just as long as you store it correctly, it'll last a very long time.
See, because normally at our shelter, the puppies come and go, but the older ones they normally just stay, and so normally we deal with the older dogs and stuff
For
like
longer.
that.
I mean, that does make sense because, it's hard to get older dogs adopted because most people want puppies. But definitely, definitely that shouldn't be a problem. It will last you a very long time.
One final thing. Is there anything else you can really tell me about your dog food? Like, I need to learn as much as possible.
Other than what I've been able to share with you, just knowing that we do as a company pride ourselves on making dogs feel as best as they can is something that's very important to us. The facilities that we use to make and find these natural ingredients are run by us, so it's not just us saying, oh no, it is natural, and then you have no idea where it comes from. No, we own the facilities that raise these chickens. We know the people that we buy the meat from, that we put in our dog food, so we know exactly where everything that we're using is coming from. So quality is not an issue.
Because for me personally, I don't necessarily know a lot about dog food. I just know that the dogs need to eat. My employee Megan is, I guess, the expert in that. But yeah, I think we would be interested in possibly forming a partnership or even buying your product today, or maybe even meeting up next week and setting up an appointment.
Perfect, because what I was thinking is that possibly when we meet up with Megan later on is to discuss the purchase of 20 assorted bags, so it would allow you to buy 20 bags of any kind of assortment of dog food. And just because of the sheer volume of dogs that you guys care for, I would suggest that you guys just go ahead and go with the larger 31-pound bag dog food. So just you have a large variety, mix it up for the dogs. They're not eating the same thing every day, but then you're also not going to run out of dog food quickly.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
So, when would you like to set up this meeting with your associate Megan?
I think Megan's free on Sunday, if that would work out for
That's
you.
fine for me. Morning, afternoon, night?
How about 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.